Happy Saturday, everybody. I don't know about you. This morning I woke up and I was like, oh, shoot, I have to work. I thought it was Sunday. I do work Sundays right now. And I was like, oh no, how am I going to do? And I was like, oh wait, it's Saturday. And I got so happy. I am enjoying my Saturday so far. And today I am having one of my friends join me on my live, Leslie. I've known Leslie for a little while now. And as a matter of fact, a few years ago to share a story until she comes on. And while I'm telling you the story, I'm going to go ahead and send the invite for her. Um, a few years ago, I was having some really, I had a tooth that was, had so much pain. I was in so much pain. And so, I think I couldn't go to the dentist. Whatever the situation was, I couldn't get to the dentist. And I remember that Leslie was an awakening dentist. I would see this title all over the place. We'd like each other's stuff, and we said, a few things to each other at that point. Hey, Selena. Hello, everybody who's joining. I'm waiting for my friend Leslie to jump on. I'm just sharing how I met Leslie and how she had been a big help to me and why I asked her to come and share some tips with you guys. So I was in this tooth, I was having this tooth problem, and I said, let me message her and ask her, I know you're a dentist and she gets paid for this, but I was just asking, like, if you can give me some tips, something to help me because my tooth it was hurting so bad. I couldn't talk, I couldn't eat, and grand rising, my friends. So so Leslie helped me. Like, I don't remember her technique, and so when she jumps on, here she goes. She'll share with us, but some techniques that helped me link what was happening. My emotions was taking over, and as I got more control of that, the pain really did go away, and a way opened up for me to go have the teeth removed. So I'm gonna bring Leslie on. She's gonna share some amazing information with us. Drum roll. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
Oh, I'm terrific. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, I'm so happy for you to be here with me. I was just sharing with everybody a few years ago when we spoke. We used to, comment on each other's stuff, and I had a really bad tooth problem. I remember seeing your title all over, the Awaken Dentist. And so I messaged you and I was like, I'm just asking for some advice. And I remember you helping me link something emotionally that was happening to me. And once I like took care of that at the root, it subsided my pain and a way opened up for me to go have the tooth removed because I remember I either couldn't afford it or something, I couldn't go. But by you helping me tap into that, and I was like, since then, every time if I have any tooth issues, I always think, what's going on with me right now? What am I thinking too much of? Or so I just want you to introduce people to who you are and what do you do?
Well, hi everybody. Nice meeting you. I'm Leslie van Oostenbrugge. I am a dentist and I have my own office in the Netherlands, Vianen. And through some personal problems, I suddenly, because of some personal problems, I saw the light, and so I learned how everything is energy, like Prudence. So I started to understand that when we are energy, well, our teeth must be energy also.
Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. So you are already doing the dentistry and then the awareness of how this energy also is through our teeth. What are some of the ways that you started realizing um, the energy that you can help shift to help maintain your teeth? And what does it connect to? How does it help the rest of, because I remember you saying, or in your book, you talk about things like that too.
Yes, in my book, I have my book released last year.
I'm so happy. I remember when you told me that was being written, when it was coming out and seeing it in live. It's so amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Yes,
So
go ahead.
I started to realize that teeth are energy and the whole mouth is energy because of the problems with the gums, which can be caused by stress. And just for instance, last week I saw a client and she had very inflamed gums.
Hmm.
And I asked her how she was doing, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." And but she was not okay. So it turned out she had problems with her business because of all the COVID rules here still going on, and her business is still closed, and she has a lot of stress from it. So
Yeah.
she had very inflamed gums. She was very low in energy, and actually it was quite horrible. Yeah, I felt very sorry for her. And sometimes I can help those people by, lifting them up. And on the other side, sometimes people uh, cannot reach this level of knowing how
They're not
this,
ready.
yeah, how this
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you if with that, like, so when they tell you, when you see whatever the what's going on in their mouth and their teeth and tooths and what, do you then start just talking to them for them to bring out what's going on with them, and that's how you figure out, oh, it's linked to something else? Is that how you started realizing the emotions was linked to what was happening in their gums as well?
yes, yes, very much.
Yeah.
Again, I cannot help everybody because being a dentist, I'm still on paper a regular dentist, but in
Yes.
my
Yes.
mind, I'm the awakening dentist, or
I
not.
got it.
It's my consciousness. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not that you have this title. People can go Google. I mean, who knows? In a couple of weeks or months, or you will be able to. But it's not that they can Google an awakening dentist. Is that you have realized as a dentist being awoken that how much your tooth is, so you are an awakening dentist. I always call when I tell friends, I said I have a friend who's an awakening dentist.
Well,
And so that's my title for you.
yes, thank you. But
Yeah.
there are people though in parts in the north and the south of Holland who found me through my website, The Awakening Dentist, and they drive for more than an hour, which is pretty far in Holland, to come see me. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you really want to get to the root of what's happening and not just cover up with medication or cosmetics,
Hmm.
it's best to get to the root of it. And so I think we're all discovering even every disease is a dis-ease within our thoughts, which is causing it to reflect in our body, which is causing it to reflect in our mind, everything else. And that triggers off a whole cycle of your life reflecting that. So I
Yes.
think wherever, whatever point you can get into at the root, whether it be your eating, whether it be your teeth, whether it be your journaling, your whatever form that you can get to, you tap into one of it, it will trigger off at least for the rest.
Hmm.
So I think your way seems very subtle for people who are not very yet open to maybe that they are more in control than they've been told. They have more control than they've been told, a subtle way to help them, because by even lifting them up before you leave their office, because it stuck with me when you helped me realize, oh, I was worried about whatever was happening, and helped me to remember every time now a tooth problem.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really good way. I mean, source knows exactly where to put you and who you have to talk to.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your book. What does your book highlight, and how can people get your book?
You can order my book through Amazon, or I can send you a copy if you want to have my autograph. Uh,
Okay.
so my
Yay.
book is about regular dentistry. How do I practice? How do I run my office?
Mhm.
And it's written in a very humoristic way, so people want to read the book.
Yes.
And I've been commented on this humorous, this comic book a lot, so people tend to read it very
Good.
easily.
Yeah. Humor. Yeah.
And so it's about how does a tooth look, how can we how in what way do we use our teeth to smile, to eat, and to, to really be happy, to chew our
Yeah.
food. And also, all I wrote about also all the connections with our unconscious, yin and yang, and about how the teeth are connected with, for instance, the kidney and the bladder, and so
How it's all connected.
it's all connected. It's everything's connected, just like you and I are
Yeah.
connected. You and I are one, not in our physics, but in consciousness.
Beyond. Yes.
Yeah.
And every level in DNA, cells, spirit,
Yeah.
and emotions, even I love that you said your book is written in humor. I was thinking it's so easy to take in a message if it's in humor. So
Yeah.
that's really good. I think that's a
Yeah.
good point that somebody forgot. Yeah, that's a really good point. I think to point out so that if you want something lighthearted to read, that's also a really good way to bring in information and absorb it by laughter. So I
Yeah.
love that. And we do use our teeth to express so much, and I feel like it's one of the things that presents your face as soon as people see you. So to take the best care of it in every way possible, from it, like I said, cosmetology wise to emotionally wise.
Mhm. Yeah.
I wanted people to become aware of that. I want you to tell whoever is like looking and wants to know more about like what you teach or what you have to say about that. I know you're going to leave your link to the Amazon and comments when we're finished, if you don't mind, so
Sure.
people can find where to get your book. But if you can give a tip to people of taking care of your teeth generally, besides brushing, flossing, and gargling, what would be a good tip that you would give to people to help maintain your teeth, your mouth healthy?
Well, at first, in the first place, you have to love yourself and
Love.
love your teeth. Because if you don't love your teeth, you won't take care of them.
Yeah.
I have so many people coming into my office. Oh, I have bad teeth. I don't like my teeth. My teeth are yellow, or my teeth are this, or my teeth are that. And I'm like, please start to love your teeth. Go stand in front of the mirror and love your teeth. And then you need to develop the love for your teeth, for yourself, and then you'll start to take care of them. When I'm when I'm in my when people are in my chair,
Mhm.
I always give a mirror to have them look with me to their teeth, and I will explain what I see, what good I see, and sometimes not too good I see. So I can help them, and they will start to become more aware of how their own teeth look. Many people don't even know how their teeth look.
You just click something for me too, because if you're looking at yourself in the mirror and looking at your teeth, which I've had to do and still have to do so much, because there's always, I always want to improve, or we all do always want to improve. But looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I love my teeth, that brings me to the mental that you're accepting of who you are. We already know how powerful it is when you accept who you are, where you are, whatever's happening. That's like a magic elixir in the creation process, right? Of bringing whatever. So accepting my teeth are crooked, they're missing, they're broken, they're whatever. Even to that point, you accept it. I can see that acceptance releasing whatever chemicals in your body needs to be released, and therefore loving yourself. Again, another at the root to trigger off a whole reaction of love, of self love too. So
Yes.
that's awesome. I love that. All
So
right.
I
Go ahead.
I I have a lot of exercises you can do in my book. To start how to love yourself, and start loving your teeth. You've got to do. No, you don't. You want to do. You don't have to. You want to love yourself. You want to do these exercises because it takes these exercises every day over and over again. It's not
Mhm.
just like, okay, I love my teeth now. Okay, no, it takes the work.
Consistent.
You
Yes.
want to do the work.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel whatever you make up your mind, however you decide to change from where you are to where you want to be, it takes consistency. I think
Yes.
that's a great way for us to wrap up right now. I wanted people to meet you. I think you guys gave some great tips for us to stay with us and yet enough for us to go seek you. So you're going to leave your stuff in the bottom of the comments so people can find Leslie. This is my friend Leslie. You guys, please reach out to her if you have any questions about your oral hygiene and how that's connected again to emotions, to your well being in general. Thank you so much for coming on for a few moments with us. I'm going to be back on later at 2 o'clock with Cara. You know Cara now, Leslie, right?
Yeah.
Because we did a card reading, Cara and I, and Leslie jumped on and they connected. So we're going to be back on later talking with Cara with some amazing things she does to help women, but I think humans in general. So if you're on and you have time, chance, jump on at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Leslie, I love you. I'm going
Thank
to
you.
be talking to you continuously. Anyways, that was the beginning of a friendship. Thank you so much for coming on. I love you.
I love you too. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye. Talk to you guys later. Thank you.